What's going on, Tricology family? And welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. And for today's episode, we got a movie review for you guys today. And we're going to be going over the 2023 comic book movies that's going to be coming out this year. We're going to be going over the upcoming Netflix movies because Netflix just put out a post just like they did last year when they had all the big movies that's coming out on Netflix in 2022. Now they just put out a poster of what's to come in 2023, and also we got other major news for you to discuss today. So let's not waste time. And normally I start off with the big stuff last, but we're gonna get into the big stuff already. So we're gonna get into the movie review for you guys today. So our movie review today is going to be on Plane, and this stars Jared Butler. If you guys would know him because he was in the all the Olympians as Fallen trilogy, and also Mike Cutler, and you might know him as Luke Cage in the Marvel Netflix series. I hope he returns as Luke Cage in the MCU, but we don't know yet. But we'll find out soon. So this movie is based on a pilot having to team up with a prisoner and to save all the pilot's passengers from a hostile territory when they landed in an emergency landing. So they landed in an island called Jula. So it's basically a remote area from the Philippines. So so everybody was flying out in the new year, but all of a sudden a storm happened, and then they obviously landed in the Philippines. So there was a hostile territory. So they had to fight their way out of survival until like a rescue team came out to help the pilot and all the passengers. So at times I felt like this movie was probably going to be a direct like a streaming movie, but when I saw this movie in the theaters, I'm like, wow, this was definitely worth watching in the theaters. Like yeah, at the times, if y'all remember all the past play movies, playing action movies, and then it has to deal with something like, or like maybe a cop or a certain president like Harrison Ford with Air Force One. Y'all remember that one line? Get off my plane. Or with Samuel L. Jackson, Snakes on the Plane. I had it with these mother freaking snakes on this motherfucking plane. So yeah, you guys remember all those play movies, and it has to deal with something. It has to deal with terrorists, or just had to deal with fight for survival, and definitely this movie definitely is definitely on top of the charts with those lists. Yeah, definitely it was nonstop action. It definitely kept you under your seat from top for beginning to finish, and I definitely like the chemistry with Jared Butler and Mike Cutler in this movie. So most of the time they didn't agree with things, but like they kind of understand the backstory and everything. So like that's why they had to work together and to not only get themselves out, but also get the passengers out so they'll be able to return home. So yeah, so I definitely enjoyed this movie. I definitely give this movie a B plus. It was definitely worth watching in the theaters, but I do believe when it comes out on streaming, everyone's gonna be watching that as well. So you're definitely gonna do some numbers there. Um so that's my movie review for you guys today. So let's get into our next big topic. So Netflix put out their what they like to call save the date for their upcoming movies for 2023. So I have the list here, and I'm gonna be going over what I think is the biggest titles coming from Netflix. So let's get into the list. So next week we have a comedy with it's called You People, and it stars Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy. So it's basically like one of those romance or wedding, like you meet one family and then when they about to get married, but like and you have two different diverse families and like and that's when start to hit the fan. So that's one of your major movies that's coming out for this month, and so definitely it's gonna be a lot of people would say when they did the film premiere, it looks good. So I hope it looks good too. So that come out next Friday, and then going back to the list, we have Luther, the fall of the sun. So you guys remember the Luther series that used to be on BCC network? Yeah, that's where Idris Elba played Luther. So this also stars Idris Elba, Cynthia Effer, and Andrew Serkis. So it definitely uh, I think this definitely takes off from the series. So yeah, uh, I can't wait. I don't think they put out a trailer yet, but if they did, I gotta check it out. But they did just put clips of it. But when they released the trailer for the upcoming movie for 2023, so uh, I gotta see if when they gonna release the trailer for that. And going back to the list, we have The Mother stars Jennifer Lopez as a former assassin who finally comes out of hiding and retirement to protect the daughter who usually gave up in order to keep her safe from harm. So this definitely looks good too. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And then this this next one is got to be my most anticipated one of my most anticipated movies coming from Netflix, and that's Extraction 2. That's right. Chris Hemsworth is back as the Australian Black Ops mercenary Tyler Ranks, and yeah, I definitely enjoyed the first one, so I expect the second one to definitely live up to the hype as the first one did. So moving on. Then we got they clone Tyrone, and this is what John Boyega and Jamie Foxx. Now, this was originally supposed to come out last year, but I don't know what happens. But now it will be coming out this year during the summer. So and I can't wait for that one. I saw the trailer for that one. That one definitely looks good. And moving on, we got Damsel with Millie Bobby Brown. So she stars as a young damsel who mostly find the idea of being married out to a handsome prince. Right out, she realizes that the entire arrangement wasn't as he seemed. So she definitely looks like a swordsman. And then oh my god, it just looks good. So this one's coming out in the fall. So definitely be on the lookout for that one. Next on we got Leo. This is I think this is an animated movie, and this was with Adam Sandler. Um, and that one gonna be coming out in the fall too. And moving on from that, we got a thriller called Leave the World Behind, and this one stars Julia Roberts, Marcella Ali, and Ethan Hawke, Charlie Evans, and Kevin Bate. This one stars in around the Christmas time in December, and then I think this one is the biggest of them all, and this one is also on my most anticipated movies for Netflix as well, and that is Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon. Can't wait for that one, man. Oh my goodness. So yeah. So yeah, that's your Netflix previews for the movies of 2023. If you guys have not checked it out, go to the Just search it on Google. Go check out the link and let me know what is your most anticipated movies for Netflix. And speaking of most anticipated movies, in the beginning of the first episode of this year, I did my most anticipated movies of 2023. But now it's time to look forward. What's to come for this year's comic book movies of 2023. So I'm not counting the television series. I'm only counting movies. Okay, so in total, if you count all the Marvel movies and all the DC movies that's coming out this year, we have a total of nine comic book movies that's coming out this year. So let's go over the list. So I'm just gonna go. What's my most anticipated and from top from bottom to top. And so first up we have is Craven the Hunter, and I think this coming out in in the fall. So this is a Sony Marvel movie from the Sony Marvel universe, and and I know that Aaron Taylor Johnson is going to be Craven, so definitely looking forward to that. And then of course in the summer we got the Marvels coming out on there, and then also in the summer we got the Blue Beetles first debut in a live action the DC movie. I can't wait for that one, and then finally we're gonna get the Flash. This is definitely a DC version of Spider-Man No Way Home. So and definitely looking forward to that. And then also we got Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which that won't be coming out to December. But Jason Momoa put out a tweet that he recently had a meeting with Zack Snyder, David Zaslav, and so he recently had a meeting. So, but he came out happy after the meeting. I don't know if he's still gonna be Aquaman or is he gonna be Lobo. We don't know yet. So, but I'm definitely looking forward to that. And then also in March we got Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Definitely looking forward to that. And then also in February, my birthday month, we got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And we just saw the latest trailer, and I was like, what? This is like Avengers Infinity War level with Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm like, you know what? Now that I think about it, why does the third movie of every trilogy with a certain character in the MCU always turn out better than the first two? Did y'all ever get that feeling when y'all watch the movie? But yeah. So but I can't wait for that one. And then also, this is definitely one of my top most anticipated movie of 2023, and that's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And guys, you already know that this will be James Gunn's last movie with the MCU with Marvel. And then of course, we all have our speculations of what's gonna happen, but we just gotta wait and see. We gotta wait till May, okay? And then, of course, you already know what's my number one most anticipated comic book movie of 2023, and also most anticipated movie of all of 2023, and that's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So yeah, so there you have your list there. We got 9 comic book movies coming out this year. So let me know in the comments, what are your most anticipated comic book movies this year? All right. So, and then with that out of the way, so let's get into our Main Street news. And then our first piece of news today: Prey star Amber Midthunder teases a sequel coming, and this coming from the actress herself. I don't have a date for you. This is not an announcement, but I am not saying that it's not. We talk all the time about a lot of things, and that's probably one. I am ready. I love that experience. I love that movie, and I will be happy to see what else we can take it. So, based on what she said, it seems to me that Prey 2 maybe in the works, maybe in development. And so hopefully we get an update seeing that when it's gonna be in the works and when they're gonna be starting shooting and all that other stuff. That's what we're looking for here. So hopefully we get an update on that. So moving on, Ant-Man 3. They had a first look of William Justice Harper telepath character Quaz. So this is coming from Screen Rant. William Justice Harper MCU role as Quaz is a telepathy inside the quantum realm. Quaz is a freedom fighter and is pictured next to Katie's M. Osiris Jatora. I can't pronounce the name, sorry. But there is no other details confirmed how Quaz factored into the Ant-Man 3 story. But he could have a chance to fight alongside the movie's main heroes against Kang. So this definitely makes sense, but he could be one of those characters who could steal the show, or could be one of the movie's MVP. We don't know yet. We just have to wait and see when the movies come out in February, so we can learn more about these characters and probably look back at their comic book history, so we kind of know who they are and what's their purpose in the quantum realm. So moving on, Bob Chapek is getting $20 million for being fired. What? If that was that easy, I would have been rich. Jesus Christ. Ugh. And this is coming from CNN. Outdoors Disney chief executive Bob Chapek is set to receive a hefty paycheck following his exit. The Walt Disney Company said the former CEO, who took over in February 2020, long after longtime CEO Bob Iger retired, is eligible to take home a service pay package worth roughly $20 million, according to a regular filing on Tuesday. That, in addition to the $24 million he made last year, his $2.5 million base salary plus millions in stocks, options, and rewards. That's down from the $32.5 million he made in 2021. Wow. That man is lucky to be rich. That's all I'm saying. Jesus Christ. Moving on. Thunderbolts movie is set to shoot in June, and Louis Devereaux demand to fight. Let's see what Variety has to say. The contestant last appearance in the 2022 blockbuster Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, where the audience learned that she had been named the director of the CIA. This set the stage for her strongest outer to date in the upcoming film The Thunderbolts, which Louis Devereaux told Variety will film this June. Louis Devereaux is no longer in contact with cameos, she said. She wants to crack some skulls. I actually pitched it. Louis Devereaux said, I told them I really, really want to fight. We'll see if that happens. I haven't seen the script yet. Well, we remind the Marvel's intense stunt training that she readily agrees. I better get in shape. So, like I said before, I feel Thunderbolts is Marvel's version of Suicide Squad. So, there better be some fighting between all the characters in the Thunderbolts team. Better get involved in something, and I hope one of them dies, because it's got to be a suicide. It's a suicide mission. It's got to be like Suicide Squad. So that's all I'm saying, and I hope it's good. So the Thunderbolts is apparently going to be starting production in June. So that's our latest update on that. And moving on, Knives Out 3 is very different from the first two, says Rian Johnson. And this is coming from Rian Johnson himself. I'm making the next Ben and Batman movie next because it's the most exciting thing right now to me. That serves me very well. I feel like any movie I'm making, I need to be making it because I can't imagine doing anything else. I'm jumping into the next Ben and Becca Nets because I can't think about another story. I could have a big cloud of ideas, but it hasn't all snapped into focus yet. It's exciting through, and it's very, very different from this one. That's what I'm excited about. So, so if he makes Knives Out 3, so we definitely gonna be getting new characters and a new adventure. So like he's gonna be doing a new mystery. So I'm all for it with Knives Out 3. I definitely love the first one. The second one was good. It was good as well. So yep, bring it on. Give us Knives Out 3. We'll take it. So I'm moving on. Megan 2.0 is coming in 2025 with the original cast returning. Wow. Listen, when I did my Megan movie review, all I asked is we get a movie with Chucky versus Annabelle versus Megan. That's all I want. Give it to us, Hollywood. We need it. Okay? But back to the story. And this is coming from Variety. Get ready for more Megan. The internet's favorite demonic dancing doll is returning to theaters in 2025. Megan 2.0, a sequel to Animate Monsters and Blumhouse capping thriller, is officially in the works. Universal has scheduled the movie to debut in theaters on January 17, 2025. Screenwriter Arthur Cooper is returning to pen the sequel. Plot details have yet to be revealed, although Allison Williams, whose character helped bring to life the Chaos AI-like doll, will be back for 2.0, as will Megan's pin-sized Bessie, played by Violet McGray. Gerald Johnstone directed the first film, but a director has not yet been announced for the sequel. So, this was a definitely good. But at times, like I said before, I want to see the radio cut. I want to see how different would have been if it was radio art. But I'm good. It's definitely getting a sequel in 2025. So in case y'all didn't see what happened at the end of the first film, so like, oh man, it's gonna be very interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. And then the last piece of news is Matt Reeves to develop and direct Buster Keaton limited series. But where is Batman 2? And this is coming from Deadline. Deadline hears that Warner Brothers Television is developing a limited series about Buster Keaton that had an Oscar and Emmy winner Remy Malek playing the villain turned silent comedy movie star. Matt Reeves sits and Ira Productions, Melly and David Wheeler are producing, and we understand that the Batman director is set to helm. Three-time Emmy winner Ted Kollin from Friends, Succession, and Veep is in the negotiations to write and serve as executive producer on the project. James Curtis, Buster Keaton, a filmmaker's life, is being eyed as the sources material for the series, with negotiations underway by the studio to secure the book. So this is going to be very interesting. But like I said before, we got to take our time with Batman 2. We already know it's coming out next year. Okay? So we need Batman 2 to be as good as the first one. So take your time. Give Matt Reeves some time. Okay, so that's all I gotta say. But that's all the news I have for you guys today. If you guys have seen the movie Plane, let me know what your thoughts about the movie. Let me know what are your thoughts on Netflix's 2020 movies release dates. Let me know what's your most anticipated movie coming from Netflix, and also let me know what's your most anticipated movie comic book movies that are coming out this year and everything else. So if you're watching me on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment down below. What are your thoughts on this episode? Share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new videos are uploaded. And of course, if you listen to me on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or any other podcast streaming platform, don't forget to follow me there as well. But other than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.